Morning, team. It was a funny old day yesterday. First of all, it was hot. The hot weather that's been battering. Does hot weather batter? No, it doesn't. Let's just say the hot weather that the UK has been experiencing finally made its way to Arran yesterday. Yeah, it was warm. I think today's to be cooler. I looked at the forecast. High of 21. That's alright, isn't it? It was a funny old day, I have to say, yesterday. I got up the hill about 5 PM and I was listening to Bav, girl I know from Part-Time YouTuber Academy, Bav Sharma. She does a podcast called Creators Campfire, and she was talking with Thomas Frank. Thomas Frank has a multiple million YouTube channel, and it was a great conversation, but I don't know what it was, but it left me feeling really flat. And I think it was because I'm kind of wondering what I'm doing, you know. It's almost 2 years now since Part-Time YouTuber Academy Cohort 1. So it was November 2020. And I had expected to be a little further on with what I wanted to do with my channels. I thought my channels would have grown a bit more by now. I don't know. Am I experiencing burnout? Am I experiencing self-doubt? Am I experiencing lack of confidence? I'm experiencing a feeling of comparing myself to others. I'm like, how come they've got all those followers and I haven't, you know? And I think this is normal. This is a kind of normal feeling for anyone in the creative arts, I suppose, but particularly on YouTube, because it's a slog. So I have to remind myself, first of all, what this is for. This little bit here in the mornings. This is for me. This is to remind me that, you know, making videos doesn't need to be hard. I think when I was listening to Thomas Frank, he was talking about how, well, first of all, one of the things he said, which I've heard many YouTubers share before, is that thumbnail and title should come first. I'm like, okay, I've never really got that. I've never been able to do that. I think my thumbnails, they're always an afterthought. And when he mentioned that, he said sometimes we'll work on thumbnails. We'll do, I can't remember what the number was, but it was a large number of iterations before making the video. And I'm like, I don't know how you do that. Do you get ideas for thumbnails as you're out walking or in the shower, or I don't know. Do YouTubers, should they think of themselves as thumbnail artists first, video makers second? I'm not quite sure what to do with this. And I know that, I mean, I understand it when I see an attractive thumbnail or even album cover, you know. I found myself listening to Taylor Swift because I liked the cover of her album on Spotify. Or was it on Discord? Someone shared it, I can't remember. So thumbnails are vitally important because that's what people see first. Titles, secondary importance. These should complement the thumbnail. Mine don't, they're an afterthought as well. And then I tell myself, you know, whenever I start trying to think along those lines, I basically stop making anything. So that's kind of why I'm doing this and not worrying too much about what the thumbnail looks like or what the title is. Because this is not discoverability content. No one's going to put in Google, what's Cam saying today? You know what I mean? So it's not... I've got to remember what this is for. You know, if I wanted discoverable content, like I've done stuff like how to do step 1 in AA. And, you know, it's had some views, but my 365 day watch time is at something like just over 1,000 hours on this channel. And you need 4,000 hours, that magic number, to hit AdSense revenue. I think I'm just starting to overthink it again, aren't I? That's what it is. Listening to YouTubers who are making lots of money, having successful lives, helping lots of people. And I think part of it's because our financial situation right now is really bad. And I'm not really helping very much. But I'm very grateful that I'm still able to do this. My wife supports me with everything that I do, you know, as I would support her. That's what it's all about. I'm very grateful for that. And I don't know. Just got to keep going, right? This is what Gary Vaynerchuk talks about. He says that you just never know which of your videos is going to pop off. Could be this one. You know? It's difficult. I think just because yesterday it hit me, it made my mood low. And it wasn't a nice feeling. But I will continue. I'll continue with my writing as well. That's, as you know, something that helps me a lot. Have a great day, folks. See you later.